Listen up. Seriously, don't go anywhere. Right now, you're on the brink of something wild, something absolutely extraordinary happening in your life. Are you ready for a moment that could flip your story, shake up your future, and completely rewrite your destiny? Let's set the stage. God has set up this moment, not a second earlier, not a second later, for you. If you tune out, scroll away, or click to another video, you're risking walking away from a divine promise of $10,950,000. Yeah, you heard that right. $10,950,000 delivered right to you by God's miraculous power. Pause for a second. Is that number making your heart skip a beat? Because it isn't a fluke. You were meant to find this message right now, like running into an old friend at Starbucks when you needed it most. I have to say this. If you look away, if you ignore what's coming next, you might miss the best part of your story, the kind of chapter they make movies about. For real, if you turn away now, you could be letting struggle, loss, and unnecessary battles creep in just because you didn't answer God's call. There's no accident here. You landed on this video for a reason. Maybe this is the sign you've been praying for in those late-night Spotify sessions, or maybe it's the green light you begged for when life felt like a rerun on Netflix. Here's the deal. Don't tempt fate. Stick with me for just a few minutes, because what's about to happen here will determine what's ahead for you. Are you open to a blessing so big and so life-changing you'll feel it in your soul? Then let's go. God is watching, ready to move. First, let me ask, have you ever felt like breakthrough is just out of reach? Like every time you pray, hope, and hustle, it feels like the victory never actually arrives. Maybe every time you try to level up, something pulls you right back down. Kind of like the final boss fight in your favorite video game just when you think you've almost won. That vibe, it ends tonight. Your victory isn't hiding anymore. It's not tucked away in some future season waiting on someday. It's standing right here, inviting you to claim it, like add to cart, but for your destiny. God's timing isn't random. He knows when you're ready. He's seen every tear, every late-night DM, every moment when you felt you'd been put on hold. Right now, the second you're staring at this screen, the spiritual universe is lining up in your favor. You being here is not by mistake. This message hit your feed because you're called to something greater. Check it. Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? God's doing something new. Can you feel it? He's cracking open a path that leads straight to a miracle so unreal it'll be the story people tell for years. Don't let doubt steal this from you. Don't let negativity block what's meant for you. Your victory is already at the door, and soon I'll drop 5 prophetic words that are the literal key to unlocking all this. But before we get there, let's recognize change happens in a flash. It takes only one moment of faith, one decision, one leap to grab what God's got for you. Seriously, stay right here. The next part could be the sign you've begged for. Don't let another what if haunt you. This next chapter is about divine signs. Have you ever wondered why, out of billions, just a few receive jaw-dropping, inexplicable blessings? Why do some people rise from nothing, leap over all the odds, and bask in abundance? Spoiler: this isn't luck or randomness. You're at a fork in the road right now. The life you know, or the destiny God's prepared just for you, marked by prosperity, joy, and winning. Here's something almost nobody tells you. God doesn't show his hand to just anyone. He chooses those open, those listening. Right now, he's revealing a sign to you so powerful. If you just respond in faith, it'll change absolutely everything. Don't forget, blessings aren't about luck. They're about alignment and willingness to say yes to abundance. Let's talk Deuteronomy 28:2. All these blessings will come upon you and overtake you if you obey the voice of the Lord your God. Overwhelm, blessings chasing after you. But there's a catch. They overtake only those who answer the call. If you're watching, you're the chosen few. Don't let resistance stop you now. There's always a force aiming to keep you stuck, to whisper doubt and distraction. Shake it off. Here's your first interactive moment. Drop into the comments. I am ready for my divine victory. Don't even hesitate. Declaring this isn't just typing, it's unleashing a spiritual law. When you agree with God in faith, doors swing open wide. Don't let fear win. Type it, say it loud. Your words have pure power. God honors spoken faith. The enemy wants to keep you quiet, but when you declare, you mark yourself as unstoppable. Chills? Heart racing? That's not random, it's confirmation. Say it for yourself, your family, your legacy. This isn't just about you. The breakthrough you claim today changes the future for those behind you. God doesn't play by human logic. He works in the ways only possible for those with radical faith. You're here because you're hungry for more. Maybe you've never believed miracles could be yours, but tonight, don't leave this moment without claiming it. Type it right now in the comments. I am ready for my divine victory. That's how you throw the doors of heaven wide open. Picture freedom flooding your life, struggle melting away. Don't hit pause, don't scroll. This moment is rewriting you bit by bit. Coming up, I'll reveal the heavenly promise that's about to become your next reality. Don't leave. Let your miracle find you. Ready to unlock a $10,950,000 miracle? Get this. God's about to drop a promise. Heavy, concrete, unstoppable. So listen. Really open up and listen to your spirit. What if I told you right now heaven is shifting and God is set to release a promise so strong it'll overshadow every setback, heartbreak, or plot twist you've ever faced? This isn't wishful thinking. This is the kind of promise that leaves receipts, where you get to look back and point to God's faithfulness for years to come. Let's get real. The reason most never walk in this abundance, it's not because God doesn't want to bless them. It's because people don't know how to receive or agree with his promises. Doubt creeps in. Voices say, not for you. And next thing, blessing is out the window. But here's why you're still here. God's promise for your life is about to hit different. Like next level different. Here's something sacred. Every single time God made a promise to someone in the Bible, from Abraham to Joseph to David, there came a moment of decision. They stood in faith when it felt impossible. Tonight, that moment is yours. Are you really ready to receive a $10,950,000 miracle? No cap, no limits, through means only God can orchestrate? Can you trust that he can use any job, side hustle, check, business, or connection, even that cousin you never hear from, to deliver on his word? This is where boldness meets the supernatural. Miracles don't show up for the passive, they're for the bold. Ready for move number 2? Here's your next step. Boldly, confidently type in the comments, God's promise is mine, I receive it. Don't keep it to yourself, let heaven and earth see your proclamation. Why? Because Matthew 18:19 says that if even just two people agree, it'll be done for them by God. Imagine the power of a whole squad rolling into the comments, faith united. You're joining a global family of faith, people rooting for you from across cities, states, even TikTok, trusting for their own miracles too. You're not doing this alone. Here's the big truth. Unclaimed promises equal missed blessings. God wants you full of joy, provision, breakthrough, overflowing, not scraping by. Refuse to let this moment fade. Type it, feel it, believe it. God's promise is mine. I receive it. Visualize your life flipped. Debts cleared, family restored, dreams rebooted, notifications of good news lighting up your phone like your feed on launch day. When God speaks, nothing can stop him. No hater, no hardship, no plot twist. But you've got to grab it. This could be the day you say, "That's when it all changed for me." So stick around, because next the 5 prophetic words that unlock everything are on deck. Don't miss this chapter. Now listen. Throughout history, God's delivered a code, a phrase, a command, sometimes a single word, that shifts destinies. Like when Moses heard, "Let my people go," or Joshua was told, "Be strong and courageous." Today it's your turn. God's prepared 5 prophetic words, custom-made straight from heaven to unlock this $10,950,000 promise floating above your story. Don't let hesitation rob you. The enemy has been lurking, hoping you'd click away. But you're here, ready, hungry, searching. Are you willing to show up? Then drop this in the chat. I refuse to be denied. Say it with your chest. Let your own voice drown out every last no that's haunted you. Faith has a voice, and it breaks chains. Look, every time you say, "I refuse to be denied," you take the pen from doubt and let God write your next best chapter. It's not just about typing, it's about feeling it, saying it, letting your spirit get loud. Faith that isn't expressed is faith that stays dormant. But faith spoken, faith typed, shakes things up. God chose you, yes, you, like David versus Goliath, like Joseph climbing from the pit to power. Think back on all those almost moments, those "maybe it's just not for me" days. This is the plot twist. Heaven's got a spotlight on you. Expect more and say more. For your miracle, say it one more time in the comments. I refuse to be denied. Watch those invisible doors swing open. Now imagine these 5 words burning in the air around you, waiting to land. Maybe you feel that tingle or your heart's pounding hard. That's confirmation. This is your moment. When you write, "I refuse to be denied," you're making it clear for heaven, hell, and every doubter. My miracle is not negotiable. You're the main character now, stepping up to claim your blessing. If you're ready, hungry, and desperate for change, type it louder. I refuse to be denied. Don't let this be just another video you watched and forgot. Let it be the moment you look back on as the turning point. Next up, those 5 words are just seconds away. When you speak them, the countdown to breakthrough begins. Don't scroll, declare it, claim it, because your destiny demands nothing less. Time to pause and breathe. Clear the distractions. This isn't just noise. This is a literal crossroads for your life. You know how sometimes deep down you know something big is happening. Sometimes there's an urge, a tug you can't ignore. Like when you get a text at the exact moment you needed a friend. That's what this is, the blessing, the miracle. It's right above your life, ready for you, not for the next person. Here's the story. Remember the woman who pushed through the crowd to touch Jesus' robe? She didn't wait for a handout. She reached for it and everything changed. Her faith moved heaven. That's your story tonight. You might be surrounded by all the noise, opinions, your social feed telling you why you can't. But if you reach out, if you act, that blessing is released. Receiving isn't passive, it's participation, it's typing, it's speaking, it's expecting. So type in those comments, I touch and I receive. That's your bridge. Let those words fill every dark space. Picture it, hands outstretched, grabbing hold of a blessing huge enough it fills every need. This isn't just hope. It's a spiritual law. Don't spectate your miracle, claim it. Type I touch and I receive, eyes closed if you need to, and sense it. A transaction in the spirit, heaven setting things in motion. God isn't limited by your status, your bank balance, your history. His supply is infinite. Ephesians 3:20 says he can do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine. But you have to reach out. When you type, you're ending lack and launching abundance. This isn't just for you. It's for those coming after you, kids, friends, community. If your heart's pounding, if you're getting chills, that's your sign. You're being seen by heaven. The angels are recording you stepping out in faith. Tonight is the turning point for generations. Before we reveal the 5 prophetic words, know this. As soon as you truly receive, the countdown to your miracle starts. Delays break, doors open, chains fall. Type it now. I touch and I receive. This is your hour. Don't let anything steal that. Now let's talk about that number. $10,950,000. Why not some smaller sum? Here's why. Every detail from God is intentional. This isn't only about a big bank deposit, it's about what that number means. Fullness, overflow, more than enough. Every digit carries destiny and purpose. The 10s, divine order. The 9s and 5s, new birth and overflowing favor. And all those zeros, the signature of a limitless God. This isn't just about money, it's generational curses broken, doors of influence flung open, new legacy. Some will laugh, some will doubt. But every miracle in the Bible started with someone brave enough to believe the impossible. Abraham, David, Joseph. God doesn't deal in small promises. He goes big even when your circumstances beg to differ. Are you willing to want bigger than you can budget? Ready to be the billboard of God's goodness for your city, your people, your fam? Here's your next move. Type in the comments. I believe in the God of overflow. Don't hide your faith. Let the anxious, the doubters, the skeptics see you believing big. Maybe you've settled before, doubted before, but not tonight. Picture what this overflow could do for you, your bills, your dreams, your home, your crew. God's not intimidated by your dreams, only by your reluctance to believe. Type it with all your heart. I believe in the God of overflow. This is how you break past every ceiling and step into miracles beyond. We're about to open that spiritual door, one only unlocked by bold, relentless faith. Ever felt like you're stuck outside, staring at the highlight reel of others' blessings? Heard the voice that says, "That's not for you"? Jesus said, ask, seek, knock, and the door will open. Not just think about dreaming, but knock. Take the step, even if your voice shakes. Here's the secret. The door to overflow is invisible to fear, but visible to faith. Will you knock even if you're scared? Faith looks different for everyone. Sometimes it's a shout, a post, a prayer, a song, an offering. What matters is that you don't back down. God is waiting for you to take that step. Here's an action step. Drop this in the comments. I am stepping through the door of prosperity, not as a hope, but as a promise. As you type, see yourself walking through, leaving disappointments, cringe moments, rejections behind. You're stepping into the version of you that's bolder, more generous, blessed beyond the wildest Instagram transformation. This is bigger than money. It's about becoming everything you were created to be. Remember, all your setbacks, your battles, your long nights, they were prepping you for this door. Heaven's all in, waiting to see who will move, knock, and step. Write it big. I am stepping through the door of prosperity. Speak it, type it. Let faith roar louder than your doubt. Don't leave. The journey's barely started. That $10,950,000 miracle, your new chapter of abundance? They're waiting on the other side of your yes. Quick pause again. Before that miracle breaks loose, you gotta understand the battle. Whenever you're about to level up, life might throw everything at you. Unexpected bills, betrayal, that one friend's random shade. It isn't random. The Bible calls the enemy a thief, stealing joy and opportunity right as you're about to win. If you've ever felt this kind of resistance, like progress gets sabotaged, like life puts you on mute, it's because you're near breakthrough. Delay, distraction, doubt, these are the classic enemy plays, but you are a conqueror, a warrior. The enemy's plan is exposed when you declare the opposite. Speak the truth loudly, boldly, even if no one else is listening. Here's your spiritual clap back. Type in the comments, I break every chain. My miracle cannot be stopped. Let your words wreck the lies, slice through doubt, and make it clear to heaven and hell. Your victory is non-negotiable. This isn't just hype. This is how you win in the spirit, out loud, on purpose, with maximum conviction. Think of how Jesus did it. He declared the truth and the enemy bounced. You've got that same power. Don't trip if things get harder before they get easier. It means you're close. Let those words be the line in the sand. Picture the chains falling. Your legacy, your finances, even your relationships unlocking. Stay locked in, because next up, we share the stories that prove miracles are real. This is important because sometimes what you need most is proof. People who've been where you are and made it to the other side. There's a single mom who worked 2 jobs, couldn't catch a break, until she claimed her promise, shared her faith, and watched doors open. Surprise checks, promotions, opportunities she couldn't have imagined. Or a 50-something guy who lost it all. He was done, thought his future peaked decades ago, until he caught a message like this, threw his faith into the comments, and saw a breakthrough so huge it rewrote his family's financial story. Or the young woman, sick and worn down, who clung to hope, shared, prayed, and saw her health restored in ways doctors couldn't explain. She says, faith was the medicine my heart needed most. Everyday people, real miracles, real outcomes. What do they have in common? They didn't wait for life to be perfect. They acted, declared, persisted, and claimed their promise right out loud. If your hope has thinned, let their stories refuel you. God can meet you right where you are. But you have to speak even if your voice trembles. Claim your testimony in the comments. My testimony is next. Let it echo, let heaven record it, let the enemy tremble, because you are next. This is the point where the narrative changes. Don't just hope for miracles, expect them, claim them, watch them unfold. Stay with me because your divine story is just getting started. The miracle you've been dreaming of is closer than ever. So drop your faith in the comments, keep engaging, and if you felt this message speak to you, smash that like button, subscribe so you never miss another timing moment like this, and share this message with anyone who needs a breakthrough. Your $10,950,000 miracle is no longer fiction. It's your future. Claim it, believe it, act on it. Because you are more than chosen, you are unstoppable. Remember, this is your story now. Don't only be inspired, be transformed. See you in the comments, and until next time, keep expecting the impossible. Your miracle is right now. Grab it and never let go.